2100 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Foreign Minister says Pakistan's sincere efforts for peace and stability in Afghanistan have borne fruit with the commencement of the peace process in that country. In a statement on the completion of 3 years of Operation Raddul Fasad today, the Army Chief said gains of 2 decades of war on terror shall be consolidated to achieve enduring peace in the region. At least 7 people died when a marble mine collapsed in District Bunair this afternoon. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 Kashmiri youths in Islamabad Anantnag district today. American officials say President Donald Trump will raise the issue of religious freedom in India during his next week meeting with Narendra Modi. The President has announced honorary citizenship and the highest civilian award Nishan-e-Pakistan for Peshawar Zalmi Captain Darren Sami. And now the news in detail. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said Pakistan's sincere efforts for peace and stability in Afghanistan have borne fruit. In a statement, he expressed the confidence that the Afghan peace process will move forward. The foreign minister said following the peace deal between the United States and the Taliban on the 29th of this month, an effort will be made to move towards an intra-Afghan dialogue. Shah Mahmood Qureshi noted that it was not an easy task to bring the Taliban to the negotiations table and wooed the United States to restart the Afghan peace process. He said it is a matter of satisfaction that both the sides have now firmed up the peace deal. He said the deal will be signed in the presence of Pakistan, as it was not possible to take forward the matter without Pakistan. The Deputy Speaker National Assembly Qasim Khan Suri says Pakistan supports every effort for restoration of peace in Afghanistan. Addressing the journalists in Quetta today, he said anti-state elements do not want peace in the region, but they will not succeed in their nefarious designs. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashiq Awan, says durable peace and stability in Afghanistan will lead to regional peace and stability. In a series of tweets, she said positive and sincere role played by Pakistan in the Afghan peace process will be written in golden words. She urged the parties to move forward for reducing violence and to sign the peace agreement. Dr. Firdaus Ashiq Awan said peace, development and prosperity in Afghanistan is the right of the Afghan people. She said Afghan brothers, sisters and children have handled the unfortunate situation of generational unrest with courage and valor, and peace agreement will be a milestone in this regard. Dr. Firdaus Ashiq Awan said Pakistan is a responsible state and we have rendered huge sacrifices in the war against terrorism. She said the Financial Action Task Force members have appreciated the determination of Pakistan for completion of rest of the goals, which is an acknowledgement of Pakistan's efforts. Earlier, in a tweet, the Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashiq Awan, said India's efforts to get Pakistan included in the blacklist of Financial Action Task Force have failed. She said acknowledgement of Pakistan's steps by the Financial Action Task Force is good news for the country and bad news for the enemies. The Chief of the Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa says gains of 2 decades of war on terror shall be consolidated to achieve enduring peace and stability both for Pakistan and the region. In a statement on completion of 3 years of the launch of Operation Raddul Fasad, he said the army is aware and capable of thwarting all threats to security and sovereignty of Pakistan, irrespective of the cost. Meanwhile, in a tweet on the occasion, the Director General ISPR Major General Babar Iftikhar said security forces and the intelligence agencies backed by the nation have achieved unparalleled success in Operation Raddul Fasad at a monumental cost paid in men and material. The Secretary Information and Broadcasting Akbar Hussain Durrani has expressed his resolve to digitalize Radio Pakistan. He was addressing a gathering of employees and the staff of the Pakistan Broadcasting Corporation Lahore at the Noor Jahan Auditorium Broadcasting House today. He directed the officials to make the information-based programs and highlight a soft image of Pakistan in an effective manner. He said Radio Pakistan is a source of entertainment and information for all. He stressed to disseminate the hopes through programs and spread a ray of hope of rising Pakistan. At least 7 people died and 7 others were injured when a marble mine collapsed in Jawar area of District Bonair this afternoon. According to the police, rescue teams have reached the spot and started rescue operation. This is Radio Pakistan. Indian politician and former actor Shatrughan Sinha called on President Dr. Arif Alvi in Lahore today. The president expressed his deep concern over the human rights violations by the Indian security forces in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He highlighted the persecution of Indian minorities, particularly Muslims, which are being discriminated and oppressed under the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. The president also highlighted Prime Minister Imran Khan's peace overtures that were unfortunately spurned by the Modi government. In response to Dr. Arif Alvi's statement, Azad Jammu and Kashmir is a completely peaceful area, Shatrughan Sinha proposed that parliamentarians from both the sides of the aisle in India should be invited to visit Azad Jammu and Kashmir to see the situation on the ground. Both agreed that there was a strong need to work for the promotion of peace in the subcontinent. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in the fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 Kashmiri youths in Islamabad Anantnag district today. The troops martyred the youth at Naina Sangam in Beach Bihara area of the district during a cordon and search operation which started late last night. The American President Donald Trump will raise the issue of religious freedom in India during his meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday. A senior administration official in a statement in Washington said the world is looking towards India to respect religious minorities. Earlier, in a letter to the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, 4 American senators said Modi's steps in Kashmir and the Citizenship Amendment laws are threatening the rights of certain religious minorities and the secular character of the state. An Indian girl has been slapped with sedition charges for chanting Pakistan Zindabad slogan during an anti-Citizenship Amendment Act protest in Bengaluru, the capital of India's southern Karnataka state. In Iran, 10 new cases of coronavirus have been detected, one of whom has died. The health ministry spokesman said total number of cases of the new coronavirus in the country have risen to 28. 5 of them have died. Meanwhile, in South Korea, the number of people infected with the coronavirus has reached 433. On the other hand, the death toll from the outbreak in China rose to 2,345 so far, with over 76,000 people infected. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, has announced honorary citizenship and the highest civilian award, Nishan-e-Pakistan, for Peshawar Zalmi captain Darren Sammy. In a tweet, the Pakistan Cricket Board said the President has announced honours for the cricketer in recognition of his important role in the restoration of international cricket in Pakistan and his love for the country. Darren Sammy, who belongs to the West Indies, through his Pashto and Urdu tweets, lives in the hearts of Pakistanis and is now called Darren Sammy Khan by his Pakistani fans. And now news about cricket. In the 5th match of the Pakistan Super League in Lahore against Multan Sultans, Islamabad United were 2 runs for the loss of no wicket in the first over a short while ago. In the 5th match of the Pakistan Super League in Lahore against Islamabad United, the Multan Sultans set a victory target of 165 runs in the allotted 20 overs. Earlier, Islamabad United scored 164 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold conditions will prevail in upper parts during the next 24 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.